In this video, as part of the Doctrine installation chapter, we'll discuss what are the prerequisites for installing Doctrine. First of all, you'll need access to the command prompt or terminal window. On the Macintosh, this is referred to as the terminal application. Within the terminal window, you'll need access to PHP from the command line. This is generally accomplished as part of the installation of your WAMP, MAMP, or LAMP environment. Generally, what happens after the installation is that the PHP executable is added to the path environment variable for your particular operating system. Also, as an alternative on Linux systems, you can install the PHP 5-CLI or the appropriate CLI or command line interface version. Another requirement is PHP 5.4 or above. This is as of Doctrine ORM 2.5. The reason for 5.4 or above is, first of all, Doctrine is written using PHP namespaces which were not introduced until PHP 5.3. In 5.4, there are also many other features which are utilized by Doctrine. You can view the various features of PHP 5.4 by going to the php.net website. You'll also need access to Composer. Composer can be installed on your system or simply downloaded in what's called a FAR file, composer.far. This facilitates the maintenance of the various packages which comprise the Doctrine system. You can access Composer by going to the website getcomposer.org. Composer uses what's called a composer.json file. As the name implies, the syntax of the file is in JSON format. There are various parameters which can be assigned values in the composer.json file. The parameter that we are primarily interested in is the require parameter. As part of require, you need to indicate doctrine/ORM. Doctrine indicates the name of the project. ORM indicates the component, in this case, object relational mapping. You follow this by the specific version number that you're interested in. If the version number is unimportant, you simply indicate asterisk and it will give you the latest version. There are actually quite a few subcomponents as part of the Doctrine system. However, Composer will make sure that all of the dependencies are installed properly. It's also recommended, if you plan to use YAML files for configuration, that you include the Symfony/YAML component as well. Composer also provides an auto-loading facility. You can provide auto-loading configuration within the Composer JSON file itself by using the keyword autoload followed by the subkey PSR-4. Within that subkey, you can specify one or more prefixes for namespaces followed by the actual directory where those namespaces are located. Alternatively, you can get an instance of the autoload file which is provided under a directory called vendor, which Composer creates automatically. The vendor autoload.php file produces an instance of the Composer autoloader. You can then use add to add references to the various Doctrine components and the actual locations of where the library files for those components are located. In addition to Doctrine, of course, you can provide autoloading capabilities for your own application source code as well. In summary, the prerequisites for Doctrine include access to a command prompt or terminal window, access to PHP from the command line, PHP 5.4 or above, Composer, the composer.json file, and autoloading configuration.